Selamat datang.
Dateline May 10th, 2015. For most of the world, it's called the Far East, and that's where tourists flock. Among the very competitive destinations in the region is Malaysia, who quietly go about their business, attracting business, in the form of millions of visitors out for a deal. Eloquent English is spoken across the country, and it's considered a very safe destination. On top of that, some 28 million tourists pop in and out each year, and the number is growing from all corners of the globe. So do they need more? Obviously so, because MyFest 2015 is in full swing, and the Malaysian Tourist Board is out in full force, promoting it to the world. One of the stops was Bahrain. Alongside Tourism Malaysia were representatives of Malaysia Healthcare Travel Council, and we'll find out more about that in a second. The evening was a chance to meet those travel agents who've been plying Malaysia with Bahrain-based tourists, followed by a very colourful show to woo us all more. Now, Malaysia has had its unfair share of disasters over the past 12 months, as we all know, with a 777 flight MH370 still missing without trace, and indeed creating its own army of theorists, including conspiracy geeks, all travelling to the region in search. Then the heinous act of having another fully loaded 777 shot out the sky over Ukraine, which many believe should have started a World War III response instead of nothing, not even as much as a slap on the wrist for the perpetrators. Aware of opinions, perceptions, and indeed the potential detriment to tourism, Malaysia has showed enormous stature over this and must be greatly respected for their openness and stoic stance. Their answer? Tourism is out in force, and Deputy Director General of Tourism Malaysia, Dató Azizan Noordin, is leading the charge. This is the show all about tourism, really. You've got health on the side, but this is your game, isn't it?
That's right, this is our game. This is to promote Malaysia to the Bahrainis to come to Malaysia for holiday. And last year we received 6,700 Bahrainis that came to Malaysia, and it was an increase of 18.1%. So that's why that this year for this show we are bringing about 32 private sectors agents and hoteliers from Malaysia to Bahrain to sell their packages here. And I believe that it will be a good and successful venture.
Yeah, but from this area, Bahrain, it's always been busy, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been busy, and Bahrain is part of our Middle East market, and for the whole of last year, Middle East we got 353,000, an increase of about 9% as compared to the year before. And with all the challenges last year, in fact, Malaysia, we got 27.4 million tourists, increase of 6.1%.
Okay, let me ask you a question before we ask anything else. How do people from Bahrain get to Malaysia?
Well, there are many airlines that flies to Malaysia, but there is no direct flights from Bahrain to Kuala Lumpur. But instead, they can go via Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and the nearest would be Bangkok. I think Gulf Air flies to Bangkok, and they have a code share with Malaysia Airlines, so it's easy for them to go through Bangkok to come to Malaysia.
Price is good?
Price is good.
But Malaysia Airlines used to fly here for many, many years. Is there any chance they're going to come back?
Yes, it is our fervent hope that our own national carrier to fly here, you know. But it is up to the authorities within the Malaysia Airlines.
So do you get a good response when you do these sort of things with this area? People are always looking out for Malaysia, aren't they? You know, and that sort of Far Eastern trip. What do they get when they go there?
Of course, because every year after the Arabian Travel Mart in May in Dubai, we always organize a post tour. And last year we were in Jordan and Qatar, and of course the arrivals from those two countries also went up. And that's why that this year, because for a long time, more than 5 years, we haven't been to this market. So this is why that we are here today, and to promote Malaysia to the Bahrain market. And I believe that this year, because of the Malaysia Year of Festival campaign, it will be more interesting for Bahrainis to come to Malaysia, because we have more than 50 events, cultural events in Malaysia throughout the year.
But is it cultural they go for, or do they just go to be in a country they like?
Well, there are many things for you to do in Malaysia. You can go for shopping. We have island resort. We have beach resorts. They can even go for the F1 race if they want to, because Bahrainis, they love the motorsports. And other than that, in Malaysia, we also promote on the culture side. So that's why that I believe there are many attractions for Bahrainis to go to Malaysia.
So of the thousands that go from here, or you're hoping in the future, what's going to be the percentage to go for a package or just go to Malaysia? Because they can do either, can't they? They can just be free and go in there, or they can do a package, can't they?
Well, nowadays there are many ways to travel, and it is sort of becoming more of a culture now for people to buy packages online. Okay, so that's why that we also promote through the social media and also through the online platform. Yeah. So in terms of percentage, I believe 60% still goes to Malaysia on packages. They buy through the agents and through the airlines. Yeah. And others they go on their own. But for anybody who comes to Malaysia, they can go at any time of the year, and they can go in just a couple or a family. But one thing for sure in Malaysia is easy because everybody speaks English.
That's good. So what about prices? I mean, how does Malaysia compare with anywhere else in that area?
Well, I should say we are quite competitive as compared to the other areas. But for Malaysia, we also promote jointly with Thailand and Singapore for the medium haul market. That means for any tourist that goes to Malaysia, they can visit the other two countries or any other country in the ASEAN region. So that's why that we always, through the agents, we promote the region as one. Yeah. So tourists to Malaysia can visit Singapore or maybe to Thailand also.
Can I just ask, it's a Muslim country, but do you consider yourself a completely open country?
We are open. Yeah, we are open, and it's a Muslim country, but we practice all religion in Malaysia, and you can find church, a Chinese temple, a Hindu temple, and a mosque on the same road, on the same street. So it's something that I should say that we can live in harmony. So that's what Malaysia is about. It's about Malaysia truly Asia.
Malaysia truly Asia. Yeah. Well, thank you very much indeed, Dató.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Well, there you are. Malaysia next. Some call it health tourism, but that only becomes a viable industry if the destination has established a reputation for high-quality healthcare along with advanced medical knowledge, add value for money, awards and accreditation, and it becomes a preferred destination. Well, Chief Executive Officer of Malaysia Health Travel Council, Sherene Azli, she knows more. Now, why would people want to come to Malaysia for health?
Because currently Malaysia is actually ranked top in the healthcare. We have the world-class infrastructure. We have the topmost in service. If you look into the International Living Survey by the United States, released February 2015, Malaysia rated top in healthcare in the world. So, that says a lot about our quality, our accessibility, and our affordability of our healthcare. So, and it also reflects on the expertise of our doctors, our specialists, our consultants, as well as the holistic healthcare services, not to mention Malaysian hospitality, so.
Okay, now, you mentioned price there as well. Is it cheaper in Malaysia?
It is actually, yeah. If you're looking into private healthcare, because in Malaysia, our healthcare, private healthcare is very established. We have more than 220 tertiary care hospitals, private hospitals, and these are the ones that we are promoting for healthcare travel. And if you look at our prices for our procedures in our private facilities, it's actually very reasonable compared to the rest in the top medical tourism destinations, like Thailand or Singapore or Korea. And obviously we are much cheaper compared to the UK or Europe and the US. So it can be easily about a quarter of the prices in the US.
Okay, so in this particular area, sometimes on the more complicated cases, very, very serious cases, they do send them out.
Yes.
Are you saying that Malaysia can handle all those as well?
Yes, I'm very confident in that. In fact, we have been having a lot of discussions with the government officials, etc., to look into the possibilities of them sending over the complicated cases to Malaysia instead of to the normal destinations. Partly, I think that the special thing about Malaysia is that we developed our healthcare first and foremost for the Malaysians. Now that we have such an established world-class facilities and services, we are now more ready and more, capable to handle medical travelers from all over the world. So yes, we are very confident that we can. We just won. Actually, if you look it up, last month we won the Medical Travel Destination Awards for 2015 in London under the International Medical Travel Journal. And 5 of our hospitals won 6 of the 12 categories being contended. So that is a lot about Malaysia's healthcare.
Right, now what about, you mentioned in your brochure here, halal healthcare. What's the difference between halal healthcare and any healthcare?
Okay. Well, first and foremost, Malaysia is known for the global halal hub, and we are known for, Malaysia is actually an Islamic country. You're talking about halal healthcare, you're talking about, for example, we produce our own medications which are gelatin-free and porcine-free. And it means a lot for the Muslims, to have medication, and also jabs, for which are porcine-free. And we also even produce sutures, which are also gelatin and porcine-free. So that says, for the Muslim, it means a lot.
It means a lot. Now, last year I did a program called the British Invention Show, in which I interviewed a lot of Malaysians, and one of them won the show with his stem cell research.
Yes.
Now, is this going to be big in Malaysia as well?
Well, I'm hoping to, yes. We have been having, I think in the last probably 10 years, Malaysia have been experiencing breakthroughs in procedures and technologies and researchers, both, especially in the medical grounds. So I think stem cell is one of the ones that we are looking to make a mark with that way in the future. So yes, I'm confident that we are capable to do that, yes.
Good. And finally, the last question. So anybody looking for healthcare in Malaysia, is there a wide choice? Do they get a choice of hospital, or are you filtering them all to one particular place?
Okay, I mentioned just now that we have more than 220 private hospitals in Malaysia. Obviously, they are of varying levels. And Malaysia Healthcare Travel Council, actually, we are an agency under the Ministry of Health that promotes Malaysia as a destination for medical travel. And because of that, we actually select the, creme de la creme among the hospitals, to be promoted all over. So most of our hospitals, first and foremost, they have to become a member of Malaysia Healthcare Travel Council. They have to be internationally accredited. They have to be internationally recognized. They have to have certain level of care and facilities. And these are the ones that we will be promoting and recommending to the people, especially those with strong centers of excellence.
Is it very busy already? Is it busy from this area already?
Okay, last year we had nearly 800,000 medical healthcare travelers into Malaysia. So this year we're targeting 1 million healthcare travelers into Malaysia. So tell me, is that busy or not?
I think it's a fair question, yeah.
I think, to be fair, it's not busy enough from the GCC. We want more from the GCC, and that's why this year we are coming to more actively to promote into the Middle East, and bring the awareness level that when they think about getting a medical treatment abroad, they think about Malaysia. Top of mind.
Well, good luck with that. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you. There you go. Let's go to Malaysia.